Hey there guys, this is TheSigner and today this is gonna be the first time and maybe even the last time, unless if you want me to continue with a bit of a creepypasta. And this is the Lost Silver game, Pokemon Lost Silver, which it's a very special game, as you may see. And I will read you the story at the same time. So sorry if I'll be like standing still every so often, as I'll try to read, which is actually right next to me. Alright, I have a story I'd like to tell you. /v// It is it is a long story, but for you who would go to with so stories not for you so far. You see, I am a simple college student living alone in an apartment. I am very enthusiastic about the release of Hard Gold Soul Silver on the States. I purposely locked myself out of all media and that noise and wait, what? I've put my media and the internet aside for school purposes. This means no 4chan, no /v// no Bulbapedia, etc. I was busy with the school year, and being a poor fag at the time, I wasn't able to buy the Soul Silver on the launch date. After my school year ended, I ordered Soul Silver on Amazon. Sorry, I'd rather be a poor fag than a faggy pirate. However, it would take a week for it to arrive. I decided during that time I'd replay my crystal version of my Game Boy Color. However, I realized that long ago my mom threw it away. Aww, because I told her the save went dead, and I was very upset about it. Then she also threw away my silver version, so all I have is my Game Boy Color. As such, I set out to GameStop and bought a used silver version, as it's the only Pokemon game left that they have on the Game Boy Color. $10, fairly cheap game despite of being GameStop. I went home and I started up for a nostalgia trip. However, that's where things started getting bizarre, and most likely the reason why you are reading this. Yes, I am. The Game Freak logo started up as normal, as you saw earlier, ding, but it froze there. It did. I thought the card was just errored or something. So I turned it off and on. The same thing happened. I tried pressing A start over and over. All of the buttons. Eventually the logo vanished and there was a black screen for about 5 seconds. Suddenly, rather than the usual main screen, it was already in the game in the previous save file, which was odd. I was expecting all these cards to have been wiped by poor battery. Either way, I wasn't complaining, as I would have chosen the continue option to see what the previous guy did anyways. First off, I checked for his trainer information. His name was just ... He didn't have much originality. I checked his profile, and apparently he had 999 :59 hours, and I'm literally reading it from the text, not from the Pokédex. Hours put into the game with all 16 badges. That's only shows there. I don't know how to show all the other ones. 999 Poké Dollars, and all 251 all 251 Pokemon on the Pokédex. Since he must have Mew and Celebi logged also, I am guessing he used a Game Genie or is a really hardcore Pokemon player back then. Okay, there. I checked this Pokemon to see what badass team he has. To my surprise, I saw 5 Unowns and a 6th Pokemon named Hurry. I'm thinking that must be some cruel joke by some person who had last played this game, but I decided to check the profiles of each Pokemon anyways. As expected, there were different letters to Unome, all level 5. All level 5. I was a bit shaky with the unknown alphabet at the time, but identified a word, spelled out the word, which was leave, and then there was a Cyndaquil. Alright, as the sixth Pokemon turned out to be a Cyndaquil. Mind you, before there was individualized Pokemon icons, the Cyndaquil looked normal, but it was level 5 and had 1 HP left with only 2 attacks, Leer and Flash. I don't know why they named him Hurry, but at the time I just disregarded it. The most eerie thing was that despite my volume being the max, none of the Pokemon had said their usual cries. Just pure silence. They would actually make cries, you know, like whatever. Okay. This is just what I'm saying. Okay. Having enough of the team, I closed it. And so Portal appears to be a room inside Bellsprout Tower. Okay. However, for some reason there was no NPCs around. Even more eerie that there was this pillar in the middle that didn't move at all, as if it just as if it's just leaning on its side. Ooh, eerie. There was no music at all. And there was no exit, or ladder, or at least I thought there wasn't. I walked around a few minutes, but can't seem to find anything way out. There was certainly no room I found in Best Friends I went before. I checked the item for escape rope, but the bag. Ah, no. God damn it. But the bag was empty. Yes, it is empty. There wasn't any wild Pokemon either. Finally, I managed to find a ladder, which we are here now, which turned out to be a black pillar. Behind the pillar, the screen turned black and the music started playing. I had a sudden chill. I recognized the melody as the same theme you hear when you listen to the radio at Alph Ruins, where the Unknown are at. I immediately realized it wasn't loading transition. Me too. Took me a while for that as well. But right now I was in a dark room and I wanted Flash. Before I could take care of that though, I immediately checked my Pokegear. To change the radio into something more pleasant. Guess what happened? Something more pleasant. Turns out there was no radio card or even phone, nor the time cards. There was only a map card with gold. Either I will call him Gold from now on. I will call this character Gold as well. Was just walking in the middle of black. So see, there he is. I recall that Cyndaquil had Flash. I turned off my Pokegear. I made Cyndaquil use Flash. Alright. I didn't see any message saying Hori has used Flash or anything like that. The room just became lit just like that, and I soon regretted it. The room was chilling blood red with a linear grey path heading south. The ladder I used to go up / down was not there anymore. Well, that's all it says here. I had no choice but to head south. The screen became dark and every 20 steps I made. Until I finally made it to the end, which appears to be a sign which says turn back now. Suddenly I was asked the question yes or no. If I choose no, then I'm actually set into answering yes or no. But there was no question asked, so I chose yes, as I do not know what it was asking. And the screen went black again, making a ladder climb sound. The unknown radio music stopped, and a few seconds was replaced with a not as creepy flute radio music. Oh, I was in another dark room, but I held my breath and used Flash again. Suddenly, it said that Hori has fainted, which was odd since I recall there was no status condition like poison on Cyndaquil, and I clearly wasn't in a battle. I checked my Pokemon quickly and suddenly... Oh no! This is so depressive. Oh, look at that. You can go to your party. He's not there anymore. In fact, now there are 6 unknowns. Wait, I checked quickly, suddenly it's no longer in my party. In fact, after a bit of investigating, none of my Pokemon forward that. Instead, they were replaced with level 10 unknowns. I did the same thing as before and spelled out unknown. And guess what it spelled? He died. lit and reveal myself a very small room that appears to be only 4 squares big. The walls in the room were grey bricks, as if I was inside something that was hollowed out. The outside room appeared to be a bunch of graves, similar to the ones in the red/blue lavender town. I walked around a small room and pressed A, but nothing happened. I'm not gonna press that yet. I've already concluded at this point that this was clearly a hacked game and some sadistic person, I'm not gonna say the word that's really good, sold it to the game sold to drop whoever buys it. However, my curiosity get me going. I checked the trainer profile of the so gold again to find out that the sprite of gold was missing arms. Great, he has no arms. He also seems to be appearing less smug, but rather seems to be more sad and empty in a way that I do not know how to describe. For some reason, he also has 24 badges. I don't know how you can see how many badges he has. How do you see how many badges he has? I do not know. Which was clearly impossible given that there was only 2 creatures in the game. After a few minutes of aimless wandering, so I'm pressing A, nothing else happening. Yeah, okay. My character suddenly spun and did an escape rope spin animation. Instead of flying up through, my character spun downwards and slowly as if sinking. What's going on? After the scream, music stopped. After finally landing, the overworld sprite gold colored differently now. Instead of the usual red color he dons, he appears completely white now, including his skin. It's as if he came straight from colorless Game Boy games, placed into a colored background of the Game Boy Color. The only exception is that his eyes are red now. Eyes are red now, which reminded me of Mother 3's hidden boss, if you know about it. I love Mother 3. Woo! I checked his profile now. Well, wait. Okay, I checked his profile. Wait, I checked his profile, and now, while now is as white as his overworld sprite, he has lost his legs and appears to have bloody tears from his eyes. He also has now 32 badges, and he has no legs. It doesn't say about him having no legs, so I don't know why this game has the character have no legs. Okay, has 32 badges, but starts to disturb me as the change in number seems to represent something important. I also checked my Pokemon, which now contains 5 Unowns and a 100 level Celebi with no nickname. And the Unown this time spelled out the word dying. And checking on the Celebi profile, it was a shining Celebi. Except there was only half of the sprite. There was 1 arm, 1 leg, and 1 eye, and he only had 1 move. Perish Song. Yes, Perish Song. And it's a male. Just kidding. That's nothing to do with it. Okay, yeah, it's Perish Song. The area I was in itself was the Sprout Tower, which is a mobile pillar as before, except everything in the room appears to be shaded red now. I walked north and felt like forever. Eventually, I encountered some generic men and women NPCs. They were all lined up in the side facing the long slantish pillar in the middle. They were also white, and nothing happens when I try to speak to them. I keep on going north until ... I'll be quiet for now. Okay, so what do you think of it? Really boring? I find it halfly boring. Well, I do find it creepy. Yeah, here are the NPCs. Okay, where am I at? Oh, okay. They were all lined up and facing a long slantish pillar in the middle. They were all appears night. Nothing appears when I try to speak to them. I kept going off until eventually the pillar had appeared to be chopped off. Look at that. Wait, chopped off with the transparent red in that spot. Note that this is the Pokemon trainer Red, who Ash Ketchum was based off of. And for those not familiar with the game, I went up to Red without even pressing A. Okay, this is me using both my hands. I'm pressing right now the up button. I was suddenly engaged with Funny in a battle. You see? There we go. Okay, the game starts again, which sounds like the radio music again, but played in reverse. God's battle back sprite matches his front one with bloody eyes. white skin, lack of arms, while red sprite was the same as before GSC except GSC, I don't get it. With the same, except transparent slash colorless. The text simply says, "Wants to battle," as if he has no name. Both of us only have one Pokemon on each. Weird as I swear I had sex with the unknowns. My shiny Celebi came out, completing with a half a sprite for the back also. The shiny node's animation was different. It sounds like it screech attacks consecutively. Red sent out seemingly normal male Pikachu, except his extreme level 255, which that's unrealistic. And his sprite seems sad, tears in his eyes. Rather than usual 5/item/Pokemon/run menu, I was given the option to use attacks. Since everyone had one moves per song, right here, I chose it. Naturally, Pikachu was level 255, jumping fast, he was first. Pikachu used Curse, lowering his speed, increasing his other stats. I'm not sure if Pikachu could ever use Curse, so Stan and Celebi uses Perish Song, and 3 times both Pokemon get KO'd. Not like I have a choice. At this point, I didn't even go back to the fight menu. I was about to continue without. I also didn't know there was no animations at all for some reason. Pikachu used Flail, which didn't do much damage despite his level, and boost his health. Next, boost out my Celebi used Perish Song, but nothing happens as already used. Pikachu used Frustration, which it did a lot of damage, knocking Celebi down to less than 10 HP. Celebi used Pain Split, which surprised me as Celebi didn't even have that attack in the first place. Now Celebi and Pikachu has about 150 health. Oh, that's quite exact. Pikachu used Mean Look. Wait, Mean Look. Not that like I did anything to give him one Pokemon. Wait, what? Give him Pokemon. But now I'm saying that Pikachu can't learn that. Celebi used Perish Song. Another pointless Perish Song was used as expected due to the effects of Perish Song. My Celebi failed to accept the text. It said, "Celebi has died." Celebi has died. And instead of the ordinary drop-off animation, the Celebi Praxis just vanished. For some reason, Pikachu still up with the Perish Song, and it didn't count as As it didn't count my loss. Pikachu used 1 attack beyond the 5 attack limit. Pikachu used Destiny Bond. Afterwards, it said Pikachu has died with a slow fade out animation. Apparently, I was the winner, as a transparent red sprite shown says dot 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 dot. At the point, I freaked out, as at the transparent red head suddenly vanished, leaving nothing but his transparent body. You see that? You see? He lost his head. You saw that? That was creepy. The battle then ended and the point faded out along with the music. I'm back in the overworld with another change of gold sprite. He's now transparent as red overworld sprite. I quickly checked the gold sprite, but this time the only thing that remains of him is his head with a transparent skin. The head was zoomed in a bit. Now it said it has now 40 badges. I don't know how you check the badges. When I backed out my Pokemon, there were 20 which the word spelled out. Oh, they look angry. No more. Alright, I was at what I now know is next to the end. There was apparently no music playing. For some reason, I still felt like something was there. I could be heard. I was back in my room, New Bark Town. Yay. Maybe I finally get to play this game properly, but who am I kidding? I knew that sadistic person who must have done something. I walked around my room, tracked with things, a bit afraid to go downstairs to see what was awaiting down there. Note I said walked, just like the ghost you see in Diamond and Pearl. God's not moving his transparent ribbons, at all as he's walked. Instead, just floating around and the background moves around with him. What? Yeah, with him. As expected, radio, computer, TV did not work, so I had no choice and went downstairs. Damn it. I ended up in the same lower level of my house. Ooh. Everything appeared normal except my mom isn't home. No. Oh, it blinked. Okay, after failing to interact with anything in the room, I decided to go outside. To my surprise, the door was leading outside itself and didn't work. Instead, I would just walk into a void. I continued moving south to see where the hell I was going. My house vanished, and I head south into the void. It was creepy. As I entered the void, the outline of gold transparent sprite turned white. Oh yeah, right here. Yeah, white. Yeah, wait. And it turned white to contrast with the pitch black. Eventually, I reached the white area, and the gold sprite turned black and transparent again. I continued south without even thinking of stopping at all. Wait, after a long trek south, I finally encountered something. It was Gold's regular sprite. I talked to it. He said, "Goodbye forever." Probably space between forever and what? And vanished. What happened? It's a question mark. I use nightmare, which at that point I would not deny it would be impossible to do. Wait, Gold did another escape animation, spinning downwards like before. Now I'm back into a small hollowed out room surrounded by graves earlier, or at least I say that I was back there. There was no sprite anymore. I tried to walk around, but nothing happened. Not even wall bump. What? Not even wall bumping noise. It does make a wall bumping noise. I checked my trainer profile, and absolutely no gold sprite left. And it said 0 badges. And all the faces Joe, no gym leaders on next page profile were replaced with skulls. I checked my Pokemon as they were all level 25, as I expected. It's better phrase I dare to read. I'm dead. Wait, I didn't even let you read it. I am D-E-A-A-D. I'm passing them too fast. Am I not? As soon as I went back to the overworld, the room supposedly was covered in the same blocks as walls. When I figured out what exactly that room was, when the funnel text said "Rest in peace." ... That room was a big grave surrounded by other graves. Gold has already been dead. He died presumably a few years after the defeat of Red. He was a young trainer who, despite his efforts in collecting so many badges and attempting at becoming a Pokemon master, was still unable to avoid the inevitable fate of death. And his efforts were eventually forgotten by the next generation. Yeah. His beloved Pokemon he worked so hard to raise have perished with him without a trace. This fate happened to his predecessor, Red, and Gold had joined him. I was unable to escape from that text no matter what I pressed. I tried resetting the game, but the same thing happened. At which then I finally decided to give up on that horrible nightmare. After I experienced that, I will never look at the gimmick Pokemon the same way again. They said that only first generation folk tales and legends, but the second generation has shown me how unpleasant the truth can be. I eventually enjoyed Soul Silver immensely, but I still can't think what I rigged the same game. What? But I still cannot unthink what rigged game had told me. Oh, okay. It even made me choose Totodile, just so I can possibly encounter Cyndaquil in that game. For now, I don't know what I was thinking, but I still kept the cartridge which locked away in my apartment. I probably should rethink what I should do with it. ... The end of story. The only one thing which kind of ruined it now, like I'm trying to saying how just negative things now, is that How the hell did he already like know the storyline? Like the whole paragraph. He was a young trainer who, despite his effort collecting so many badges and attempting to become a Pokemon Master, is still unable to avoid an immediate fate of death. This paragraph. How is it possible for him like just to know like that? It could be like a completely different story. Okay, let's make it up right now. Okay, you're a little kid and an evil Pokemon like, I don't know, a Pikachu. Well, Pikachus aren't evil. Okay, let's think of a different Pokemon. Let's think of Gyarados. Gyarados? Well, whatever, however you spell it. His picture's right here. Wow! Well, he evolves from Magikarp. Yeah, if he would get killed by that, that would be an inevitable fate of death. It wouldn't be even fate, it would just be plain death. Everyone has to die. And obviously, if you would have all the badges and defeated Red, I think you'll become popular, not dead. Yeah, that's the thing. So, yeah. If you want me to do more of these, because I already done the Lost Silver, I like more creepypastas. This is a creepypasta, and it also includes the game. So, if you want me to play some more games like this, or maybe just completely different games, like if you don't want me to play creepypastas, then tell me in the description below, and I shall try to do it. As long as if it's with the game, as long as the game is either for free or easy to buy. Alright guys, so, well, like, I don't know what other creepypastas could be out there that have games with them, except like Sonic.exe, which that's a free game. So yeah. Alright guys, so I'm gonna end it here guys, okay then? How many times did I say guys? Okay, 3, 2, 1, boom!